welcome to Third Act Film. Today we will be discussing bad trailers, but for good films. With me is Todd James,
Hello.
and I'm James Forbes.
Hello, James.
Todd, kick us off, mate. Kick us off.
Okay, so this is for a film that is currently still in the cinema, The Gift.
Ooh,
So The Gift isn't amazing,
hello.
but it's a really decent thriller, like horror-y thriller,
Cool, yeah.
suspensey.
I did watch that trailer for utter trash.
Yeah, utter trash is a really good way to put it. It
Yeah.
is. There's just something about it that doesn't look tense. That doesn't look like it's well acted. It looks like it's poorly directed. It
But
looks
it's
like
good
it's really
actors in it.
stereotypical. Yeah, but something about the trailer was just remarkably unappealing
Mm.
to the point where I just thought, ugh,
Ugh,
that looks awful. And then, have you seen it?
I haven't, no.
No. It's like I said, it's not amazing, but it's actually really well done. Like, yeah. And in fact, the only reason I watched it is because my mum said, "Oh, that looks good." So I went with my mum.
Lovely. You just publicly announced that. Great.
Yeah. Me and
Okay.
Mums are close, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a Bloomhouse production,
Yep.
and yeah,
And they are a bit, a spotty track record.
Yeah.
When you make films that cheap, they're not always going to be excellent.
no, but they know how to get people in, and I think
Yeah.
the marketing for that was deliberate to get in that horror
Yeah,
crowd.
oh,
to come
yeah.
see a thriller.
Because the trailers have been running for horror films for months, and it's not a horror film at all.
No,
It's just trying to edit a film to look like a horror film when it isn't, unless it's like Mary Poppins.
always hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My one is Frozen.
No.
It's
Okay.
violent, yeah.
Okay, explain.
And
I mean, I completely agree.
Do you remember the trailers?
Uh,
They explained
I
Zilcho Milcho.
okay.
Is Disney were just banking on their name. They were just like, yeah, people watch it. It's Disney.
It's a Disney princess.
It's a Disney
Yeah.
princess film, but you didn't even see a princess in the trailer. The trailer was just it's a bunch of clips that weren't in the film as
Right.
well.
So the first ever footage was Olaf and Sven
Yep.
fighting over a carrot.
Yep.
Hilarious physical comedy in that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
don't get me wrong.
great,
Yeah,
great. The next trailer.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Well,
Hijack
my next
this.
choice was
Yeah.
like all kids films.
Yeah.
Not all kids films, but kids films that are actually good. But because they are aimed at kids, they show like the dumbest bits. Like,
Oh okay.
like in Frozen is the perfect example that I was going to talk. I can't believe you picked Frozen as well.
Yeah.
Like they showed the bit where Anna falls over and a bunch of snow falls her, and she's like, "Oh, great!" Like one of the lowest points
Yeah.
of the film,
Not the fact that this is about sisterly love and
right?
how you should fight.
Like none of the
against-
hilarious Olaf moments. Leave all of those out.
Yeah.
None of the great musical numbers. None of that.
Yeah. Not even hints of that. Yeah.
And it's the same with all films like How to Train Your Dragon and Big Hero 6 and all of them. And these are like good films, like really good films.
Yeah.
And they edit them and put the
But it
poopiest
works.
bits. Oh, it
Frozen
works.
it is the highest grossing animated film of all time.
Yeah.
And they've done well. And they were banking on the fact that it's Disney and it's Disney Princess and it just blew up.
Yeah. And I really like it. I
Yeah,
saw
you
it
do,
3
yeah.
times in the cinema.
Wow.
I know.
Uh, moving on, what's your next one?
Well, that was kind of my next one.
Oh, what? Just all kids
Just
films?
most kids' films.
Most kids films.
And things, yeah.
Okay, cool.
S- And like even Inside Out. Actually, no, the trailers for Inside Out were good.
yeah, trailers from Sight were good because you were like, that's
Yeah.
new, that's different.
But all things like Shrek and Ice Age and like
Yeah.
Madagascar, which are all entertain. Madagascar is not actually good, but those other things I said.
Yeah.
Them, yeah. So what you got next?
Cabin in the Woods, but obviously it was deliberate.
Ah.
Now, if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, it works so much better if you
Yeah.
know nothing whatsoever. It's so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
But the
I
way-
understand though because, okay, not
Yeah.
wanting to ruin the film.
No. Yeah.
Like you said, not they.
They had
If
to
they'd
give
have
you an
shown
impression.
any more than they showed,
Yeah.
it would have been ruined.
Yeah.
And
And they want you going in thinking, oh, this is a crappy horror.
but then they have quotes like, "Oh, this is changing the horror game," or like reinventing the genre. And
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods is not just one of my favorite horror films; it's one of my favorite films ever.
Yeah, it's a great film. Yeah.
And I can't believe I didn't think of that actually, because I remember watching the trailers and being like, it's only the reviews that got me in.
Yeah, yeah. And the talent behind it is that
Yeah,
Drew Goddard did that,
yeah.
and Josh Whedon's name's behind it,
Mhm.
and then the actors in it. Chris Hemsworth's in that, no?
Yeah, he is.
Bloody four.
He
What up?
he filmed it ages before he was
He did,
famous.
yeah.
And
But
yeah,
yeah, but obviously it was deliberate. But I get it. Yeah, you got
yeah.
another one?
That. Yeah, I got one more.
Is it the
This
dead obvious one? Oh, maybe not
no.
then.
Oh
Okay.
no, it's not that one. Have you got that one?
No.
So neither of us picked Edge of Tomorrow, even though it's the most obvious one.
Yeah, Edge of
Right, I
Tomorrow.
purposely didn't put it because I thought you'd do it.
I thought you had done it.
Okay, Edge
Anyway.
of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
What happened?
They not only did they call it 5 different names,
A day.
they changed the name of it every day.
Mhm.
They changed. I believe they changed the release date for it several times.
Right.
They also, yeah, just showed a trailer that was like for a different film. I guess they're like, watch as this is just him playing the same day. Record
Like,
break.
what-
Not that bad, but
No, not that bad. But Edge of Tomorrow was predominantly fun.
yeah,
Like, so much fun. It got
Yeah.
serious at the end, but it
It's
was
some
funny.
great action.
Yeah,
Some hilarious scenes just from replaying the same day. But
yeah,
it's so much more than that, and it's some really interesting sci-fi as well. Like
yeah.
it really ticks all of the boxes, and they just had the word. Even when the DVD came out, they changed the name of it, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Now the-
Stop sabotaging this film.
Now, the few people that did like it,
Yeah,
I
can't
like-
find it. I just want to I want to buy the DVD for Edge tomorrow, so we haven't got that.
that film doesn't exist.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
don't know what you're
exist.
talking about.
Oh, Live Die Repeat. Oh, right, that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes sense.
yeah.
The slogan previously is now the title.
Imagine if every film did that. That would be-
Jesus Christ.
The worst. But yeah, I can't. Well, I'm glad we at least spoke about it, even if neither of us picked it, because yeah, that was just to completely miss the mark so
Yeah.
much. All right, my final choice is a film I know all of our everyone watching this will have seen. Labor Day.
Wow, that's so obscure. What the hell, man?
Kate Winslet, Josh Brolin,
Oh,
rom-com. No, it's not even com. It's just rom.
and they
It's
present,
just rom.
and the
James.
trailer presented it.
Right. So what it
Does
was?
that have a record break in it?
No.
Okay.
It had. You actually know my least favorite kind of trailer when there's like a cheesy song playing
Yeah.
over like a series of images.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, you're like,
What happened?
all I know about this film is that Kate Winslet and Josh Brolin are in it.
Yeah.
Like, and it completely didn't present the story as what the story actually was. If that
So,
makes sense.
yeah, so was it, if my memory serves me correctly, he was like a convict. He's
Yeah.
got out of prison
Yeah,
somehow.
I'm assuming nobody's going to watch it if they haven't seen it already.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the story of a man. He
And
gets
then
out of
he,
prison
like,
and he
the
sort
friend,
of
like kidnaps Kate
Yeah.
Winslet, and then they fall in love
Ki-
somehow.
kind of, yeah. He like breaks into their house and she's like so lonely that she kind of latches onto him, like
Okay.
actual Stockholm syndrome. Reverse Stockholm. Your kidnapper just learns to really like you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and it was actually like a really touching and sad story about. I cried. I'm not
Yeah?
ashamed. Yeah, I
Wow.
cried. It doesn't take much from me though. And and it was actually like a really sad story about how she got to the point, and completely believable about how she got to the point where she would just trust this man that broke into her house and like
Mm.
basically kidnapped her, and how she in the space of like 3 days, I don't know about falls in love with him, but is just completely convinced that he's right about everything and stuff. Yeah, and just trailers
Are you
in general.
crying? Oh my god.
Oh, shut up. Where it's just, like cheesy music and just a series of images that mean nothing.
Mm.
I just don't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, give
Next
me
one.
one more.
It's not only the trailer, but the whole marketing campaign. They spent a lot of money on this film.
Okay.
A hell of a lot of money.
Okay.
I'm talking Avengers money they spent on this film.
Oh, I thought you were saying Avengers.
No,
Right.
yeah. John Carter.
Yeah.
Now, not only did they, why would you call? So the premise of the film, John Carter is on Mars. Yeah,
He
that's,
is.
that's a big deal. He's
Yeah.
a
That's
human
a
on Mars.
large portion of
It's a
the,
large
the film.
portion of it.
Yeah.
He's on Mars. He's battling it out over there, but there was nowhere to be seen any of that. Like the
Well,
fact that
originally it was called John Carter from Mars.
yeah, and they should have stuck with that. They could have
Yeah.
even just called
Or
it
John
from
Carter
Mars.
of Mars, rather.
Yeah, they could have just called it Mars, and you would have got more attention. When it's called John Carter, you just
That
see
sounds like
that,
a boring political thriller.
it sounds like
I'm going to be honest.
a biopic. It sounds like a political thriller. It sounds like possibly a spy film. Just it doesn't sound like a
Yeah.
sci-fi adventure which
Like
originated
family-friendly.
superheroes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like this grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
And
you actually seen it as well?
I haven't.
You haven't?
That's how bad the marketing was.
Because I did. I saw it on TV
Yeah.
a couple of years after it came out, and it's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great,
Yeah.
but it's
just-
like a 7 out of 10, so pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and there's so much as well that they just don't mention, and that just never gets touched on.
It's really sad, isn't it? Just like,
It killed poor Taylor Kitsch's career.
well,
Well, no, True Detective season 2 did that.
whoa.
Whoa,
Oh,
burn.
ouch.
I know.
Oh my
Um,
god, get the extinguisher. Anyway,
One more I want to actually mention just quickly.
yeah, go for it.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I never liked the trailers for that.
What? The trailers were hilarious.
The trailers were fine.
The trailers were a
But-
big. Like all of the fans went, oh, thank God they're not going to ruin this. The trailers were just. They were like, guys, this is what we're trying to achieve, and you're like, yes, yes, this is the only way you could have done it.
Maybe not the later ones, but I remember watching the
original
early
one.
trailers and being like, that doesn't look that good.
I
And I
don't
think it's more that it ended up that I loved it.
know. Okay,
It was-
way
and-
more than what you
yeah.
liked of the trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
I get you. Maybe we should do this in the reverse. Da-da-da-da-da.
Links in the comments section.
Yeah,
No, wait, that doesn't make sense.
in the comments section, just type
We'll just
in.
post it down there for you
Yeah.
guys.
Bye. Anyway, if you guys got any suggestions of bad trailers but the films were actually pretty good,
Yeah.
let people know in the comments below.
Also, how many of you have seen Labor Day? Just interested.
Yeah.
Just
Have you
curious.
seen Labor Day?
Yeah. None? Okay.
Great.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
They don't even know that he's dead, and Tony Stark's like, oh, better blow up all the Iron Man suits. I think, yeah, that's probably going to be the biggest one of the year. I think they made the best film possible out of the source material.
Okay.